right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Clockwork Nexus, where it is Monday night. We would have been here at 7:30, but somebody, not to point any fingers and name any names, Jason, caused us to be late, Jason. And it's not the first time, Jason.
Hey, at least I always warn you.
I mean, that is valid. Roaming aside, we are here late, but we are always glad to be back here and be playing. It is a night where we are here for the Crown and the Wolf. Our campaign that we just started 2 weeks ago to run opposite of Uncharted. So, before we get into it, and before we let Danielle do her contractually obligated recap, which follows through every campaign that she is involved with, why don't we go through and just reintroduce our characters just one more time to give everybody a little refresher on who we're playing. So let's start with Hannah.
I am Hannah. I will be playing Marigold, your ranger of the group. So yeah.
All right. And Danielle?
I am playing Vesper. I am the party's cleric.
Beautiful. And late Jason?
I am Thorval, and I am your friendly neighborhood sorcerer.
Beautiful. And I would like to point out you're like less on time than Cousin, which is like, considering his medicinal partakings, is impressive. But speaking of that, Cousin, yes.
I am Cousin, also known as Greybush the Wise, and I am a wizard.
All right. And on time, Bill.
I'm Bill, and I'm playing Jax, the Goliath Paladin, who just watched his mentor father figure massacred in front of him. But I'm sure we'll get to that.
True. And always super early, Sean.
Hello, I'm playing Talil. Talil is our wonderful rogue with the name that means snow marked by the wolf.
Oh, really?
So take that however you need.
Beautiful. All right. And then for our recap, we go to the aesthetically hooded Hannah, or not Hannah, Danielle.
No, you said Hannah.
Nope, I said Danielle.
I got a heart attack. What? Why are you saying my name so much?
Why are you saying my name now?
Don't tell us apart.
Do you understand? I'm like, Bloody Mary, you say it too much, I'm gonna like just appear. It's like, you don't do that.
You know, I'd be all right with it.
I would not. I'd be pissed as hell. I'm sitting here laughing. Yeah, and then all of a sudden you go.
I just
whatever.
summoned you up here. You know, at least it wouldn't be that far for you, though.
Yeah, that's still an hour and a half. That
dude, you'd be like, you're driving my ass home
all the way, all
Keep
the
that
way.
Illinois resident out of here.
Whatever you call us, that's mean. I don't know what you guys call us, but I know you guys have a nickname. Yeah, that's it. Cheesehead.
Anyway, it's not mean; it's accurate.
That's a point of pride, Hannah.
Yeah. Okay. It's also ridiculous.
Anyway,
well, if it didn't
Danielle, what happened last time?
So last time we all woke up on a wagon. We all were captured at various places near or on the border by the thank you for that yawn, Luna. By the Rebel Alliance, so the Wolf. And they decided, oh, you're here. We did not approve your presence. You die now. No trial, no jury, just bonk. So, we get there, they start chopping off heads in very efficient order. And then all of a sudden, this guy erupts with demons. Jax's mentor got us all out of there and into the armory and bought us time, magically sealed the door, and then decided to make a last stand right outside the door, and basically a demon rushing past slammed the door across him. So it basically he got torn in half immediately. And hey, this is not yours. Anyways, we armored up. We then decided, okay, time to get out of here. We made our way into the sewers below, which at this point were just very red. Found some see, they were they were guards who were bandits who basically had been coming in to try and rob the place, and then we're like, oh yeah, we should we're just gonna kill anyone we see. So we barely survived that. Some people got shot in the ass, and for that I am sorry. But then the favor got returned to me, so it's okay. But yeah, we finished right at the end of that fight.
All
And I
right.
have popcorn.
There we go. So with that is where we will pick up with you guys in the aftermath of this fight. You guys having a chance to catch a breather and go over what you guys are doing. Bill, I did send you a message if you didn't read it yet. I did send it to you in Discord. So with that, I will give it to you guys to tell a story. And we lost Danielle. Why did we lose Danielle? There we go. I got you.
My computer's been acting weird lately. It's been just like doing random shit.
It's all good. All right, you guys take it away. Tell me a story. What's happening?
Did we loot the bodies yet?
I don't think there was much of a need for us to loot the bodies, because they were in the same predicament as us.
Yeah, they didn't really have anything that would be worth you guys taking and weighing yourselves down at this point. What you would get for any weapons or armor that they have would be.
Did they have food, water, or gold?
No.
Damn.
No, because they essentially, like I was hearing in on their conversation, and they were people who escaped too, and they were just down there to hide, similar to what we were doing.
Okay.
Thorval is gonna pull out a small jar and start collecting a sample of the slime on the wall. Oh, I think you're right. This will be some good stuff. It's wonderful.
Why are you taking the blood from the people above us?
Well, there's a whole ecosystem down here. It's fed by everybody's shite from up top, and then it mixes with the dirt and all the dead things that are down here. And look at the slime on the wall. It's glorious. This could be a good
trying
It's also
ingredient.
been turned red. And Khalil is going to be, as he's noticing the sorcerer doing weird stuff, trying to look around to see, because I think there was we were kind of like at a upside down T, right? Was the intersection we were at?
Is that what we're calling a sewer?
Well, it was like,
we can go back to this one. That one.
yeah. Trying to look to see if there's any indications of which way would be a good way out, other than the way that we came.
So down this direction, you guys know that one guy ran, and then you heard kind of a metallic slamming noise.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got stuck.
And
in
then
the
if you
trap.
guys went down that way, you'd find that, yeah, there's this guy that has been 100% caught by a trap and is now punctured by several spikes. Going down either of the paths to the left or the right, it just leads you to dead ends. Coming up kind of this way where the other bandits were coming from, kind of towards where Vesper is, if you guys follow that, you do basically find a hole leading up to their prison, more or less, where the floor seems to have collapsed in during all of the chaos.
Okay, and that seems to be the only way out, other than the
No,
trap.
if you guys went down this way and wade into the ankle deep bloody water, you do think you see some actual natural light way down at the end of the tunnel going that way.
This is disgusting.
That's what I said. And you're the one who's taking all of the stuff off and collecting it.
I'm taking the slime. I'm not taking the shite.
Well, while
Just to
we're
be clear,
resting,
this is like a water sewer, not like a shit sewer. There's no indoor plumbing yet.
I'm sure it
Was it
finds its
after
way
that?
down here.
I mean,
Little
that's
voice in the
valid
sky.
enough. But you guys will not have to be wading through sewage to get out of here. We're not Shawshanking it.
What if we wanted to?
I do think we were saying we were trying to rest at least a little bit to give some people like time to recover some of their spells or something.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that right?
I went down, so like yeah, we took a short rest.
So Talil will suggest here as we're resting and looking around, getting acquainted with our surroundings, to introduce ourselves. Because he's noticed he doesn't know anyone's name.
Oh yeah, we never did introduce ourselves to each other. We just started running.
Yeah.
When did my camera go off?
Sometimes you kind of got to just, leave the introductions till later.
Oh yeah.
Well, I kind of think, running from demons and then having a demon run, kind of breaking the strongest, person you guys know, at least in the immediate vicinity, in half, and that whole town getting ripped to shreds. It would be kind of a weird time to just be like, oh, by the way,
Bye-bye.
This is my name.
my name is,
My name is Nigel. How are you?
how about you? So yeah, go for it.
So I will start. The name's Talil. I've been working with the previous king, or the true king, whichever way you want to go about it, during the war as an informant.
Oh, fancy.
They had some interesting times. You, big man, you look like you fought in the war a little bit. And he'll look over down to you, Jax.
Yes, I have. I'm Jax, a member of the Watchers. And that was my mentor, Shigagi. Shigagi?
Shaggy?
I may be butchering it, but my character actually says it right, whatever it is.
Sorry, that's hysterical. Shiki.
That was the name. The name that I sent you was the name of a town, not your mentor, dude.
Well, you mentioned him as well.
Better. That's even better.
His mentor is Shaggy. We will go back. He's going to wear a green shirt, armor, and tan pants.
I'm
Not
all
Shaggy.
for it.
But anyway, we were traveling to Jadalsa, which is where we should continue, in my opinion. That is the nearest Watcher outpost that will help us figure out what's going on.
Will they help us or will they help you? Because
Well,
I
what's
myself am
going
not
on?
a member of No Watch.
Suppose that might depend on who you are.
Who are these watchers?
I'm Thorval. I'm a former student at the Mage College. Left in a little bit of a hurry.
How long were you a student at the Mage College?
Oh, not long. I was only a first year.
That would be why I never saw you. They kept me there for a very long time. I don't remember why. I don't even remember my true name, to be honest. They called me Greybush the Wise. All the people who knew I was there.
I had never heard of no Greybush, so they must have been hiding you pretty good.
The Archmage said it was for my own benefit. Don't know if that's actually my benefit or someone else's.
He was a rather tight-lipped man, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
You must know a fair bit if you've been there for that long.
I'm sorry, what was it?
You should know a fair bit of magic then if you've been there for so long.
They didn't allow me to practice magic. I haven't had a spell book in my hand since I don't know when. This is the first time I've had one on my person in a very long time.
Yeah.
That's downright odd.
Seems very weird to be at a school for magic and not be taught magic.
I don't remember exactly why, but I get the feeling that I was almost a prisoner there.
That would
Someone who's just been there for so long that they don't remember and eventually was let out of the cage because he was no longer a threat.
that would make more sense.
Are you a threat?
I don't think so.
Makes me feel a little better.
And what about you, lassies? Until they'll look over at the other two who have not introduced themselves yet.
Vesper is kind of looking at Greybush with this kind of like sorrowful look on her face, and she doesn't say anything at first, but then she'll just kind of go, "I am called Vesper," and then she'll turn to Marigold and you.
The name is Mary. And I would prefer just to get out of here as soon as we can. So if we can just hurry along our little introductions, as far as I'm concerned, we can continue this as we get out of here.
Well, you'll have to forgive them. One of them got shot in the butt. You might need to sit for a bit.
And the one, and the one who did this shot took a little bit more. Not anything. So, I guess with the ending of the short rest, do you all agree to trudge into the water?
Yep.
Yep.
If we must.
Sure.
All right. So Chief Vocal will head on down into the murky water.
All right. So you guys get down in this kind of bloody water, which, like I said, is about ankle deep. On Mary, it's probably a little deeper since she is a little shorter of stature, but you know.
Hey, Mary, you want to ride on the big fella's back?
My mama did not raise a bitch. I am okay.
Oh,
And she
that's
holds-
good to know.
She's fine. She's been in worse conditions.
Mom
Girl's been
didn't
in
raise
higher
no
water.
bitch. I like that. I like it. I like Mary.
She got spunk.
She does. Like her moxie. All right, so you guys go along this tunnel. And the further you go, you start to realize you guys are going for hundreds and hundreds of feet. But the further you go, the closer you get to this far off point of what, as far as you can tell, is natural light off in the distance. And you start hearing the sound of rushing water, more so. And as you guys kind of emerge from the end of this, your guys' eyes kind of adjust to the light outside of the tunnel, which even though it is now night, all three moons are out. All three moons are full, and for it being night, it's pretty bright out. And you guys are kind of sat high up on this mountainside, and you can kind of see down to a thick forested country in front of you. You do see a couple spots that are relatively lit where you can tell small towns are. But other than that, it's pretty quiet.
As we go, I am going to ask, who are these watchers you suggest we go to? You can get away
They
from
are
it.
my order. I am a member of this group. We are a group of warriors who have fought in the war, and we fight other things as well. Hence the reason why my mentor was able to at least defend us against the monsters that attacked, the demons that attacked.
I have a
I
question.
hate to tell you, he didn't fight too long.
You're called the Watchers. What do you watch?
We watch those who need to be watched.
That's a little disconcerting. Who decides who needs to be watched?
The government.
The leaders of the Watchers.
Any of you guys can make a history check to see if you remember who they are. Just saying.
I'll
mean,
roll
watch
a
it?
history check.
I will say, or
Go
I
ahead.
feel like Greybush needs to have like disadvantage on history checks.
Probably.
Since he is so fucking old.
If you want to give him that lore wise, I'm cool with that. Even though
Yeah, let's do that. Like just permanent disadvantage on
it
history.
makes perfect sense, honestly. With
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I wrote the
This is
character
weird.
that way, so can't complain about it.
I got a 13.
I got a total of 4.
Well, at disadvantage, I got a 12.
Okay.
I
So
got 17 for history.
all right, so you three remember. Vesper, you don't remember shit.
Vesper knows nothing.
You were with the collector for a while. And
Well,
before
geez,
that,
they
you
don't
know
know
your
that.
story. Yeah, you're a little disconnected.
Don't go not sharing my story before it's early.
Don't share the story.
It's all
before
above
it's been
table. It
told.
can't be used anyway. But you three, though, remembered that the Watchers are a relatively known organization. Typically, many of them are seen watching over temples and such like that, but they are also dispatched typically to handle things that are aberrant or fiendish in nature. Most of the cataclysmic events that have come up in history, the Watchers have been involved with fighting them. You know, stuff like Tarrasques and such, Demogorgons, stuff like that. The Watchers have pretty much always been there. They're usually the first ones in. They have a very hoorah mentality, a little bit, but in the later years, they are known for being a little more stoic, a little more wise and such. But obviously, they still are the first ones in the fray. So
I'm going to look to my left and say, you see that? We got a downright hero with us.
Where?
That or just someone who brings along the catastrophes with them. Either way, does anyone know what these towns may be? You seem quite enough.
They are potentially defenseless if these demonic horde that attacked this place spreads. At the very
Would
least, we
I kind of know where I was? Because I've been in the woods, and I kind of do I know this area?
So you were the one that looked at the
Map,
on
right?
the pamphlet.
That's what I thought.
So you know that the town that you're kind of like looking down, because like I said, you guys are kind of like halfway up this, you know, kind of the upper foothills of the mountain. You know that you're looking down at the town of Skagi, which is a little I think you'd probably know. It's a little like lumber town is pretty much all it is. It's like maybe 20 people, 25 people, but it is at least somewhere. It's at least somewhere to go and kind of get your bearings.
Well, you see that town right over there? That's what, Skaggy?
Skagi,
Not-
yeah.
Not to get confused with
Skaggi.
that man's teacher, apparently. Namesake.
No, that man's teacher had a different name. Bill just got a little mixed.
No, I'm just stupid and can't read. That's all.
It's his name now.
Happens to the
It's
best
his
of
name
us.
now. It's canon. It is now canon. Anyway, she's going to look at you and be like, I don't really care what they are called. Creepers, Watchers, Voyagers at this point, as long as we are safe. But that town down there is just a humble group of 20 or more, maybe 20 to 30. But we should go down there. At least we have warm food on the way there and a place to get out of this. And maybe we can figure out where we are. And maybe we're close to the Watcher Tower. Now, that's about as much as I can bear from, well, as much as I can figure out where we are by looking. So, objections? Or if anybody else knows another town near here, may you suggest? Or keep your peace.
I have absolutely no idea where we are, so I'll follow you to the town.
That's what we should warn them that of what happened here. There must be somebody in charge of the region who can prepare in case there are more of them.
I promise you, honey.
Be careful, because then they might ask why we were here.
I have to agree with him, and I have to tell you, being as close as they are to this, they have some idea what's going on. They may not know the full story and maybe have some lore about it, but they know something weird's going on, and we may not want to point ourselves here. So maybe we just say we got lost, as long as they don't remember my name, but we should be good.
Have any of you actually turned to look at the town behind you?
Wait, there's a town behind us. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Well, I figured we were in the tunnel still. So, like, if we look
Okay.
behind us of the
Fair
tunnel,
enough.
we would just see the tunnel.
Yep. You guys have not actively ventured out of the tunnel yet, then yes, you are correct.
I feel like I would step out and look back towards the town. Like, I'm kind of afraid to see how bad it is, but
All right. So Vesper, if you take a step out to look back towards the town, in the distance, probably a little under a mile back, and you guys are kind of below it a little bit. You see that the town is absolutely on fire, but you do see just hordes of these creatures going back into the portals that they came out of.
And
then
looking
you
at
see
it, I'm just
these
gonna
portals kind of sealing themselves.
look to the right and say, I agree. The goal was coming to him and spit towards the town.
There were civilians in that town.
Well,
Like
they
children.
didn't seem to mind seeing us get beheaded now, did they?
I don't think they really had much of a choice as they were getting beheaded themselves. Do you not recall seeing all the other people that were also in those cages with us?
The fiends are leaving.
Yes, it's all terrible, and we're lucky to be alive. I'm not sorry for surviving.
Yeah.
Nor should you be, but perhaps
I think what you do mean is all of the, I guess, rebels, whatever they may believe in, were not the greatest. And they definitely didn't, treating people like that, not the greatest way of.
Aye, to Sheol with them.
we should see if there are any left alive.
I disagree.
I
I
doubt
I
it would be if they're
really,
flying away.
I'll really urge us to continue moving. We were just recently captured, and I don't know if everybody's. Look, we go
I've grown
back. We
quite
risk
fond of
again.
having the head on my shoulders.
Yes.
I agree. Let's just move on down to Skuggy.
Scuggy. This guy has different names.
It's a town.
Town and a person.
It's not a
I don't know
person.
about-
Fuck.
But I don't know about you guys. I
Forgive
definitely
Bill
feel
for making a
Colonial.
mistake. It happens.
It's not allowed.
Never.
Mistakes are not allowed.
Now we
Off
called it.
with
It's
his
canon
head.
that that's a guy's name now.
Yeah. All right, then let's go.
You're a cleric, right? Just say your prayers and they should be fine.
I can say a prayer, but I have no input over the passing of the dead now.
Let's skedaddle then.
But she will stop and she will say a prayer, and it's probably not one anyone would recognize, and it's not in a language, probably not in a language any of you recognize.
What language? Just shoot it out anyway.
Celestial.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I don't have that one.
I don't know if I have that one.
Pretty sure it's a 0 for me on that.
Yeah.
All it is Pig Latin.
Yeah, right? They,
Amarote.
That's
So-
good.
Mane.
Amen.
Just singing and laughing like
Mervin? Your name is Mervin? Okay,
Very well.
Mervin.
Hey,
Done with it. Sorry.
So Jack will also want to say maybe not a prayer, but maybe a I'm sure he has something he says for the fallen, and he would say that for his mentor. For Elder Mogin is how he ends that, by the way. To my mentor, Elder Mogin, and then he says his prayer. In case anybody wants to ask who the hell that guy is. And then I can tell
who
you.
the hell is that guy?
That is my mentor, the one I told you about.
That's
I
Is
think
he
I
the
said-
one who was
It is not
dismembered?
Skaggin. I was just discombobulated. His name is Elder Mogin. There. Move on.
He
Move
will
on from
be
my mistake.
refused by
He's the man who's half the man he used to be.
I mean, he's a little more than
kind of
half.
shoots him out a dirty look, and
Yeah,
Just he will
you're
be
very much-
received by the harbingers with honor.
Can I do a religion check to see if I know who the harbingers are?
Go for it. Will I send you another message too, so you have something? Because I know you're not good on the spot.
I got an 8.
Womp womp.
You know what? An 8 is enough because this is like the basic of the religion of you guys. The harbingers are basically divine spirits that are sent down from the heavens to take the honored dead to the great hall beyond.
Okay, and then my Jax would say, thank you for that. May your eyes rest now, brother. Your watch is done. Your soul may rest. And then he'll do a little beat of his chest. But for now, we need to move on. We need to move on and get to, again, Jadalsa, so that we can tell the watch what has happened here. I will turn and start walking to the village.
Not too
All right.
crazy about going into anyone of the watch, but I will follow you nonetheless.
Well, weren't you guys on the same side?
In gathering information, you really don't want anyone watching you.
Ah.
All right. So, not even going to make you guys make any checks because it is easy enough once you guys start making your way through the woods. You do eventually find your way to, albeit a little overgrown, but it's, kind of, you can see where most of it is a cobblestone road, fieldstone road more than cobblestone, that leads you down towards Skagi. You do see heavy ruts where you can tell carts have been going for many, many years. But you walk in to the town a few hours later. It's pretty quiet. Obviously, all the shops are closed because it's pretty close to the middle of the night. But you do see one building that the lights are on, fire is lit, door is open. And you do see a swinging sign that does say the Hearth and the Hound. And you kind of gather that that's the local inn. It's a little quaint, a little small, but it'll do.
Hey, it's shelter.
Thank God I'm starving.
It feels like forever since we've had anything to eat.
Yeah, I don't think they were too worried about feeding us over there.
No, unless they wanted to use us as feeding for other things. But let us enter and see if their kitchen is still open. Or at least they may have some beds for us.
Do any of you have coin for food and bed? 'Cause I know I don't. They took all mine.
Well, I found a little bit in the barracks we were in.
Yeah, I thought we got some from the barracks.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember everything.
No, he said that we didn't find any gold. He said that we
But no, you
found-
didn't find any on the bandits. If you found some in the barracks, I might have given you guys like 10 gold to start.
No, you specifically said we found equivalent to our starting equipment but not the gold.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'll retcon a little bit and say that you guys have like maybe 10 gold to the lot of you.
Okay, I will put that in the party inventory.
I was just about to do that. Whoops, there's been an API failure.
I'm going to go to the counter in the inn, and I'm going to say, "Excuse me, good sir, would you happen to have rooms and perhaps meals for me and my friends?"
Well, a lady turns around and gives you kind of a raised eyebrow. But you
Sorry,
do
where
walk
I'm-
in.
where I'm from,
It's
we
a
always
cozy.
call
It is a cozy, a cozy room, kind of a one-room lodge type deal. You see that the place has these kind of vaulted ceilings on either side of the room. You see that there are 4 doors aside, and then kind of behind the bar, you see that there are 2 doors back there. Behind the bar, you see a kind of a stoic looking woman who is just kind of sitting there polishing a glass, and as she turns around and looks and says, "Well, I don't appreciate being called sir, but yes, rooms is what we do here."
Apologies, that's where I'm from. We always call the proprietor sir.
Oh,
Sure.
we'll walk behind him and clap him on the shoulder.
Do you need me to roll
We'll
deception?
try to save.
Go for it.
Uh, 23.
And with that 23, she just shakes her head and like looks at you and just says, "If a lot of you are looking for rooms, I've got just enough for all of you. 6 rooms. They go a gold apiece."
And what would the meal cost us?
The meal would be 2 silver, and we've got some leftover mutton. We've got some bread that's just come out of the oven about an hour ago.
Madam, that sounds simply divine. We will take it.
All right, so you can take 6 gold out of there. And she kind of says, "Well, why don't you go sit at the table, and Admar will bring some out to you as soon as he's got it cut up. Admar, wake your ass up and get some mutton for these folk."
And then it was 2 silver a piece, or for the meal, or 2 silver total.
2 silver
Well,
apiece.
she said 2 silver when I asked her how much it would be to feed us.
2 silver apiece.
Okay, so 2, 3, 6. So that would be actually
That would be 12 gold, but she says,
another one.
what is it? It's
That'd be
not divisible by 10, is it?
that'd be
Is it
7
10
gold
silver
and
to a
2.
gold?
Okay, who took
Does
out
he
the
want-
rest of the gold?
Well,
be
6
1
gold
gold
will
and 2
remove just
silver
now
for
for
the
the
meal.
rooms.
Okay.
What
I
was
thought
that,
you want
Jason?
an even gold for the meal.
Sure, she'll call it a gold for the meal. I think it's technically 12, but she'll call it even at a gold.
Really? After I already did the math.
Was I wrong?
It's like,
It
that's
would
not- I'm
have-
just trying to
It would have
save
been
us.
Yeah,
technically a
then-
gold and 2 silver, but she'll call it even for a gold.
Okay. No, in that case, I will change that.
We need to be careful with our money, Miss Big Spender.
I'm not spending shite.
You didn't even try to talk her down.
You're the one who
And, like,
decided that
as
it was a
you're
great
saying
deal
that-
to begin with.
As you're saying that, this grumpy, gray-bearded dwarf just kind of comes in from one of the doors, and he is carrying 6 plates that are kind of heaped with meat, and he just kind of looks at you and just says, "I wouldn't try to negotiate with her. Doesn't work out well. Her prices are her prices."
What about you, sir? Can you be negotiated with? Hey, Mary, show him your ankle. Let's get on his good side.
What? Wait, what? Did you just say me?
Well, we're both dwarves.
I will go ahead and take my plate before it gets lost.
And he will just look at Mary and just, "I'll forgive your compatriot. It's late."
Thank you. I think he might have knocked his head up coming through the door. And as she says that, she picks up her bowl and she just like walks a little bit further down the table away from you. She's just like,
I guess I'm just too much of a people person.
Yeah, too much.
See, not enough of a people person.
Serval, as you hear,
What that
you
you think I
sound
crossed the
like
line?
an idiot.
It did not.
Serval, you just hear, you sounded like a sexist moron.
Well, nobody's perfect. And who might you be?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
It's your friend.
As
Okay.
Greybush takes his bowl of food, he just kind of looks over and just like, even I've been cooped up that long. Even I know better than that.
I'm just trying to make everybody happy is all. I'll just quit being a people pleaser.
Right now, the best way to keep us happy is to let us eat the food and then get a good night's rest.
Vesper is gonna just like walk. She's just following Mary at this point, and she's gonna sit down near her, and she is scarfing down that food.
Child, calm down. They're gonna think you are part wolf. We may have been not eating for a little bit, but that does not mean we do not know how to act like ladies now. I'm sorry.
Vesper's ignoring her. She's just so she is so concentrated on eating as fast as she can. And
The
she's
least
just
you
gonna
could do is use a napkin. Oh. She throws like a handkerchief or something. She's like, just at least wipe your face and you can eat out however makes it comfortable, but we are in public.
No, Vesper's gonna like fall on like there's a smear of fruit on her face. She grabs that and then just like licks it off her finger. Like this girl's desperate for every damn bite.
Every damn bite.
Every damn bite. And she's just gonna give you this look as like this kind of shut up and let me eat look. But
So Admar does come back and put tankards of mead in front of you guys. Like all
Thank
six
you.
of you.
I am chugging the mead.
I guess I will too. Since I'm eating so fast, can I make a con save to see if, like, you know, when somebody who hasn't eaten for a while, like, their stomach.
Well,
sometimes...
you're gonna make a con save, but that'll come later. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll see if you get your long rest.
Oh no.
You're gonna get meat gut later on. Oh.
Do I want to know what meat gut is?
When you eat too much red meat and it hits you right in the middle of the night and it's just kind of painful and it sits like a lump, like right in the bottom of your stomach. Yeah.
See, that's how I know you're
Sleep.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was gonna say make a joke, but nah, never mind.
Usually comes with rather large gas bubbles to go with it.
Yeah.
Talk about Vesper being a lady.
That just means you need to eat more red meat more often.
Get used to it. All right. So is there any conversation happening here at the table, or are you guys pretty much just like dead ass tired and eating and going to bed?
I was going to say, Thorval is muttering to himself, and then he gets visibly angry, and he's going to walk over to Mary and say, I'm sorry for what I said. I was trying to put everyone at ease. It's been brought to my attention that I was being a bit of a dick, and I'm sorry for that. And then he's going to walk back to his seat.
The apology not waiting for rebuttal is wonderful.
Well, that
Well,
was
very
at least
sincere.
it partially had the apology set.
I'm going to sit down and say, there, you happy now? Now shut up and let me eat.
She's just gonna be like, well, that man is 2 sheets to the wind half the day. I'm not sure. Who just belched? Not you.
Sorry.
That's our characters, not us.
That's right. We're chugging mead.
But Jesus, well, you better say a prayer because your dinner's about to come back up. Anyway,
I see
Yeah.
Mary just being like a polite version of Gimli. Like instead of like just wiping her face with her beard, she's dabbing it with her beard.
yeah, her mama
a
may
good
have
boy.
raised no bitch. Her father raised a lady. I think I might have got it backwards because her daddy was an iron worker. Well, you know, in the blacksmith, and her mama was the health person around. I don't know. I don't remember her backstory right now.
That's my
Fair enough.
backstory. I'm
Oh, that's
the
your
forgetful.
backstory? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I was messing.
Mary drinks. Mary drinks heavy. She should have like 3 cups near her at this point. She's
Oh,
probably
it definitely would have been where like the dwarf brought everybody else 1 and brought you 3 because
Yes.
you can tell Mama didn't raise no bitch.
right. You could tell by my ankles.
Oh no, she's showing ankle. Time for
Well,
her to
she
go to
really
bed.
is. She wears shorts. She isn't wearing pants, for God's
That is
sake.
true.
So her ankles
Modesty
out.
might not be her thing, but
Her ankles and her chest is out, pretty much. Like, she's a pretty simple woman.
Oh yeah, hopefully not the whole thing, but
No, like she
All
has
right.
a top. I'm just saying she's a voluptuous lady. That's all.
okay.
Now everybody's
Yeah.
flustered for no reason. That's an
it's going to be a
adjective.
serious campaign. We're going to be serious.
we're
Adjectives.
look, we're taking boobs very serious around here.
I mean,
Well, there you just took the left.
God damn it, Sean.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sean is always that guy that like the line is right here and he comes like screeching up to it. Like he's the guy that
Yeah.
comes screeching up to it, does like the arm thing to make sure he doesn't fall over it. Like
Now, so we can go back to the
Yeah.
story.
so back to the story. Now that you guys are fed and watered, each of you guys do have a room. Inside the room it's a quaint room. There is a small circular window. Not big enough for any of you guys to crawl out of or anything. It's for about, yay big. Kind of a halfling or a gnome could do it, but none of you guys. But there is a single bed. Jax, you do take a deep breath as you see yet another bed that is going to be just too short for your Goliath frame.
I know your
But,
pain.
About right. Sounds about right.
But the rest of you do find a bed that is, reasonably comfortable. I mean, it's basic straw bed with furs laid over it. They do got like a kind of a hay stuffed pillow. And you guys do notice that it must be a fine establishment because there are little to no bugs that come crawling out of the hay. So that's cool.
Are there chairs in the room or anything?
Yeah, there's kind of a little like end table and a single chair.
Cool. I'm
There
gonna
is a
shove
little
my chair
wardrobe
under
if you
the
guys
door.
have anything you want to stay in there, but seeing as how you're only, you got one night, probably not used for that. But
Wait, where am I staying? I got my own room. I really wasn't. paying
yeah,
attention.
each of you have your own room.
Sorry, sorry. Okay, thank you.
Vesper is going to just like stare at her room for a minute, just kind of like almost a little flabbergasted. And then once she closes it, she'll just shove the chair under the doorknob. And then just like, she's out. She's going to bed.
Vesper shoves the chair under the doorknob to the door that opens out to the main room. I'm kidding. Doors always open in. All right, so you do your best to wedge your door and then make a strength check real quick.
Okay.
So athletics or whatever.
11.
11. You feel pretty sure that it's secure. And then you crawl into bed, and this being the first bed that you've had in a long time, it feels like the most heavenly cloud. And just instantly you zonk out for about 4 hours, and then I need you to make a con save. 15? All right. So you kind of wake up just like clutching your gut for a second. And like you're sitting there saying, "Oh my God, my stomach has never hurt like that." That particular bubble passes the way that it does, and you feel much better and fall right back asleep. If anybody is still awake outside of a room, you definitely hear them. But that's okay. Meat does that, especially when you just gorge on it that hard.
She hasn't eaten in a while.
All right. Clairval. As you sleep, your dreams, which have been strange since
I'm still drinking probably, but you go ahead and make me have a dream. You go ahead.
all right. But Clairval, your dreams have been troubled of late since that night that was haunting you since.
What night?
And you are sitting there tossing and turning.
Good night.
Say what?
I said, what night are you referring to? If there's what?
You know, it's Jason I'm talking to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said marigold. I was like,
Clairval, not marigold.
that's what I heard.
Yes.
I literally
Clairval.
heard marigold, and I was like, what
It's
the
all
fuck
good.
is he referring to? I was like, she definitely.
This one night that's really important to your backstory.
Yeah, and I was like, what fucking night? Like,
No. Clairval,
thank you. Sorry.
you find yourself tossing and turning as you remember this kind of kaleidoscope of different worlds that was seen by you that night. And you remember the terrifying power that was right in front of you as the Archmage let you in on his experiment, and he was trying to achieve what he was trying to achieve. But unlike the other nights where it's just this constant cycle of all these different worlds that you saw, this night in particular, it locks onto one that stands out in your mind. Where you see just kind of this endless hellscape. And you see a great throne made of bones that you see a very proper looking devil sitting on top of that you recognize as Asmodeus himself, but then it kind of pans down under his throne. And it kind of goes to this room that you just see this it looks like some kind of a cage, and you see these chains on this cage gate, and you see this kind of clawed hand grabbing the gate and just kind of shaking it like something is trying to break free out of these chains or out of this cage. And something, you are getting the impression, is very, very upset, very angry. And then you get just a glimpse, I just texted you, of that figure kind of rushing towards the gate and like kind of like staring you in the face, and then you wake up and you are in this cold sweat, and you see that the light from outside is kind of peeking through these curtains that you have kind of drawn over the window that are coming in like right in the kind of the slit in between the curtains and just kind of coming right on your face. And you're just looking up and just your heart is racing faster than you've ever felt it. How do you react in that moment? Actually, first make a let's call it a wisdom save.
Ooh. Hold on. A 3?
A 3. So you definitely wake up screaming.
Once I realize where I am and I start doing the exercises that my mentor taught me to regulate my breathing, then I look over on the nightstand and I say, it wasn't real. It couldn't have been real. There's no possible way that I just saw what actually happened. Even though she was quite comely for a demon. What?
Is that screaming loud enough to wake the rest of us?
I would say on that side, Jax and Greybush, it would probably be enough to wake you guys.
I was probably already awake because I only need 4 hours of trance.
Plus, he's an old man, so he's up with the sun anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so Jax, you definitely kind of get started awake by his scream.
I'm gonna side of myself and go and kick down his door,
I'm going to follow him in.
and I'll kind of rush in there with my sword, going, "What's going on here?"
Oh, hello, fellas. Oh, nothing. I just had a wee bit of a fright when I woke up. Nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. There's no demons or anything.
What was that? No,
Too
what?
specific? Shut up. No demons. Everything is fine. Thank you for your concern. I deeply appreciate it. I think I'm going to go back to back to my trance now.
I will just look around
And-
the room and make sure there are, in fact, no demons that he keeps talking about.
I literally just said there's no demons. Don't you believe me?
Make
The room is not that big.
make a religion check.
Who?
Jax. You with us, Bill?
12. Jeremy,
I didn't hear it. If you said what you got, I didn't hear you.
I got 12.
A what?
12. 1,
12?
2.
All right. So with the particular training that you've had and the things that you were being brought up to fight after your service in the war, I would say you get this air of like something ain't 100% right. But you don't know what it is. You would definitely clock that he very specifically said there are no demons, like multiple times. But from the best you can tell, there are no demons here present.
All right. So I will take a knee next to him and I will say, just so you know, demons are real. So if there's something you need to say, just know that is. I'm not trying to threaten him or anything. Just know that that you can tell me. And then I'll leave. And unless he says something, I'll get up like I'm about to leave.
Rest assured, as soon as I have something to say, I will definitely tell you.
He humps like, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. I won't say that part. Just kind of humps like he's right. And I'll leave the room.
Right.
And when they leave the room, I'm going to shut the door and I am going to sit on the bed with my back against the wall and not close my eyes at all.
Not close your eyes at all.
Yes,
Okay.
dry sockets, because he is unsettled.
Like straight up Cash Patel eyes?
Yup. Chancellor Gowron.
As you're sitting there, because I'm going to move on to the people on the other side of the thing real quick. I just texted you something else, so make sure you're muted before you watch it. Other people have seen it because they have the TikToks. I don't know if you do or not, but this is what kind of comes into your mind as you are just sitting there with your Cash Patel eyes. Which we should probably stop saying because I don't want the FBI knocking at my door. Just saying. He loves the government. Anyway. To the other side of the room. As the morning goes on, into a more normal hour that one would wake up after what you guys went through. So kind of later in the morning. Vesper, you open your eyes in this bed, the first bed you've woken up in as long as you can remember. What goes through Vesper's mind as she wakes up here and is processing everything that happened?
Honestly, it's kind of surreal to her, and she's just gonna like look around and like, is this real? Am I here and not there? And oh wow, I'm actually not there anymore. And she's just gonna kind of sit there in bed for a long time, just trying to wrap her head around that and figure out what's next for her. And you know, as far as she's concerned, she's kind of stuck where she is. So she doesn't really know anything about that, but she figures she's going to have to figure that out. But I'm trying not to spoil her backstory and where she's from, but she doesn't think she could go back, even if she wanted to, which she does want to, but
So, as you sit up in bed and you kind of stretch and just, kind of as everybody does in the morning, you get these pangs of pain in your upper back, kind of between your shoulders. And you kind of wince at the memory of just flesh being ripped from a part of you. And you remember in this moment this sadistic smile on this guy's face. And you remember very much so the parts that were kind of dug into the face as he smiled and just, he looks at you and just says, and you are now stuck here in my collection. And that just kind of voice just kind of fades into a whisper kind of in the back of your head. Does Vesper react at all to that, or does she just kind of try to move on?
oh, she honestly, it's probably like this visceral, almost like this sick reaction just from like that, how visceral that memory is. Like, because that was like a really one of those core moments for her and what she went through.
Okay.
Where if there's like a chamber pot in the room or anything, she's 100% puking into that. And then she's just gonna kind of sit there and.
All right. Marigold, make a perception check real quick.
Sorry, everything fell. You said a perception check?
Yep.
Why? She's sleeping. Okay. Wow. All right. 16.
16.
Yeah.
So I will say that Vesper is throwing up loud enough that you do hear it in the room next to her.
God, that's a loud throwing up. That's okay.
Well, think about any in Skyrim. They're not exactly made to be soundproof.
I guess, but yeah. Marigold's just gonna roll over and probably put the pillow over her ears. What does she care?
Or
She's
slow
just-
down.
She's just
You
more
know
like,
what?
I'm
Make
tired. I got a
Marigold-
headache.
Marigold, make a con save for me real quick.
Oh, no. Of what? A con save of what? Oh, Constitution save. Sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And then like after she's done puking, Vesper is gonna just kind of like sit there, like wipe her mouth off, and just kind of sit there and like
21.
21, you are not hungover.
Good. My dwarven blood does something right.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Daddy raised a lady now.
All right. So Vesper, you're just kind of collecting yourself.
yeah, almost like
Uh,
1,000-yard stare for a while until she's just gonna sit there for a while and just try and chase the memories out of her head.
All right. Taliel, being on the other side of her room. Make a perception
Yes.
check.
Well, you know what my number is. Okay, +5. That is a 3 + 5, so it's an 8.
An 8? Yeah, you don't hear it.
I'm just going to stay in a little bit of my trance or whatever.
Yep.
Because like the other elves, I'm going to be heading into. I would have been eating the bread first, and then a little bit of mutton. Drink a bit of the meat, and then head straight to bed.
All right. So the rest of the morning passes, and it gets to the point where you guys are all waking up. Definitely to a more welcome smell of breakfast being cooked. And as you guys open your door on this big kind of central table that is in the room, you do see that it is full of just all sorts of assorted breakfast items. You know, you see that they do have dwarven pancakes, which are like normal pancakes, but incredibly heavy, like super heavy. You know, like the pancakes that when they put on the plate, it's like boom, and it's just like holy shit, like, you know, that kind. They've got different breakfast meats caught up. You know, you got your bacon, you got sausage, you got ham, you've got various juices, and you've got fruits. Everything that anybody could eat for breakfast is just laid out in front of you guys, kind of continental breakfast style.
Nice.
So you guys kind of all come in and sitting down. Sean, make a perception check with advantage.
That's a 21, and then that is. We'll go with the 21.
All right. Then to send you the message. There we go.
Okay. I will be more or less eyeing the what I'm looking at and seeing there.
Mm-hmm. And he's kind of sitting off in the corner, just kind of minding his own. You do see a couple people come up and talk to him, and you do see, you know, kind of like the conversations behind the hand.
Mm-hmm.
And with your trained eye, you see, you know, some coin being passed.
Okay. I will just kind of partake in the breakfast first.
Okay.
Getting my the breakfast, and then we'll then head over to the gentleman and sit down with my plate to say if the seat next to him is taken.
Say what?
I'll ask if the seat next to him is taken.
He just kind of shakes his head.
And I'll sit down.
All right.
How's the family been?
And he just kind of like raises the eyebrow and this and oh, you know, it's been better, but hey, is your uncle still the one that's collecting buttons?
Only the odd ones now.
That's a shame. I found about 15 sacks of them sitting where they ought not to be sitting.
Oh, well, that does sound mighty inconvenient.
100 times more inconvenient than the mouse who won't stop knitting tea cozies, according to my aunt, if you believe it.
Your aunt? Which one?
The crazy one who keeps the bees in the hives down by the cave, by the river where the fish hibernate.
Ah, that one. I remember you talking about her before. You know, I may be able to help with some of the inconveniences.
Well, they're your buttons to collect.
Sounds like a plan. May be able to do something after breakfast then.
And he just kind of nods and he goes to shake your hand in the typical kind of like the forearm shake style.
Yeah.
And then like on the way out, he does slide you a coin purse, which you recognize as, well, you recognize it.
Yeah. I will
Kind of nods and turns about his coffee and
coffee. I will put it into my coat pocket there or whatever, and then
I will make it for you. I just haven't done it yet.
and then I'll take whatever's left from my lunch or from the breakfast, not lunch. And then just kind of find another place to sit and finish eating.
All right. So, does anybody else respond to that interaction or respond to Tliel, or what are you guys doing?
I'm eating.
Girly Pop don't care. Gray Bush? What's Gray Bush doing now that everybody else is awake?
I'll ask him, who was your friend there?
Old family acquaintance. Knew him from a different age of this land.
All right.
But we may have do have a problem though. This breakfast is mighty tasty. These rooms were very costly, and I'm thinking we may not be able to find much else to do or places to stay for what we have left.
You're right there. We don't exactly have much to us.
Okay.
Your friend gave you something. Investor is like saying this around a mouthful of food.
It was a bag to keep some tokens in. I do have. He was an uncle, not really my actual uncle, but he likes to collect things. It would be for him. But been here for a bit. I'm done eating. These pancakes are heavy. I want to go see if there's anything around town that we may be able to find work for. Feeding our mouths of 6 is not going to be cheap if we're to make our way over to Skorgi.
Well, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Then I shall be back in a little bit of time. And I'm going to step on out of the inn for a little bit and do a few things.
All right.
Before he steps out, I'll ask him if he wants anyone to accompany him, just in case.
I don't think there would be much around here to worry about. It looks like half the town's already here in the tavern.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I know.
Looking at the jobs, we'll go faster as a group, though, yes?
You all just eat. I'm already done. And you seem like you could continue to eat for a bit more.
You're a very wise man, and I'm going to go back to eating.
All right.
I feel like Vesper's kind of positioned herself where like she can see the room. So like what is she seeing as she looks out over the tavern?
Just basically looking around, you see just various people kind of in here eating and conversing, talking, nothing out of the ordinary.
Can I make an insight roll on Thiel? How do you say your name, Sean?
Talil.
Thiel. Can I make an insight roll on Thiel to see if I believe him? Gee.
Sorry, I'm responding to a message.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just make the roll, and if you don't want me to,
all right,
tell me.
You're looking to make an insight on Talil and what he's doing?
Mm-hmm.
You can always request an insight check.
Okay. So I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Right.
And then that is an extra 1d4, so that is 21 total.
All right. Sean, you can obviously make a persuasion or deception, or be honest, totally up to you.
I mean, she was checking in what I've already stated, so whichever way you want me to do it.
It's your choice, my man.
Actually. I will. It would be a 26.
26? So
yeah.
there you go. You are absolutely buying what he's laying down.
All right.
I tell you, he's the most trustworthy spy I've ever met.
I don't think you're meant to announce out loud if somebody is the spy.
Well, that's a fair point.
That could just be a custom of these lands, but or of I don't know. I do not yet know the way things work in this place. But I don't think you are supposed to announce that aloud.
At least not when they're a friendly one.
Now, hold on a minute. What do you mean this place? Where are you from?
That is not your concern.
I mean, it's kind of my concern. Is it some place that's going to get us into trouble by being around you?
My troubles are my own, not yours.
All right, then. Let's hope it stays that way. Truth be told, I'm sympathetic to your plight.
My plight, and what do you know of it?
Having troubles that you'd rather not talk about and rather not be around. Unless I miss my guess. But I don't think I did. Anywho, Mary, is there a specific way you're supposed to eat these gigantically thick pancakes?
I mean, any good person would. Oh my god, I don't know why I went southern. What the hell just happened? Just eat it with a fork and knife. What the hell are you asking her for?
I like how she went straight British for a second.
Yeah, I know. I had to be like, where'd that come from? Just eat it with your fork. I don't know what's going on. I can't do it right now. But
Wow, you like
Yeah.
completely lost the mojo on that.
I did. Oh my god.
Just flew right away.
I believe you're supposed to cut them up into little bits and put them in your mouth.
Thank
But
you.
they're so thick.
Well, you don't hear us complaining about that.
Well, hence why I asked. I was hoping you had some secret for me.
Oh, you just think we just full of secrets, don't you? Just use your knife and fork. I promise it just works as any other meal you've ever eaten. They're just a little bit maybe bigger than you're used to.
All right.
I think I'm going to go for the owl bear scrambled eggs.
Old bear scrambled eggs. Is that
Those
like
are
the
quite
Oscar
expensive
omelet?
because there is some risk involved with getting them.
You said that there was all the fine kind of food just sitting there on the table. I'm going for the scrambled eggs. They just happen to be made out of owl bear eggs.
They're not
Oh,
made of
we
owl
only need
bear.
one.
Those are a delicacy that are indeed served, and they are expensive unless you have made them yourself.
And they're
I'm gonna
expensive in another
imagine
way.
what owl bear eggs.
All right. Well, I will say right here, because we did get a little bit of a late start, but we are right towards the end, and this is pretty much a good stopping point to before we get into anything else. Because somebody got very, very thing about making sure we end on time because she has bedtime. Okay, I do the same thing on Wednesdays, so
Ooh,
Yeah.
You got a bedtime now? Oh,
I'm just saying,
Okay,
you
no.
have your dog dead time of like 11:15, and then like I'm always super like keyed to it on Wednesdays, and then we always go over it on Mondays.
I
I'm
try
fan-
not to.
yeah.
On Thursdays, I got a meeting first thing in the morning with my boss, so I try to be awake for that because that's a good idea, but it's okay. Here's a good stopping point. So you guys have talked about or gotten to Skagi, and we'll be able to figure out your way forward from here. So usually at this part of the night, we do what's going around in the Nexus. So what we got going on is that tomorrow we will be back here at the Nexus for Midnight City Royale, where you will see me, and you will see Danielle, and you will see Bill, and you will see Hannah, as Tim is up here where I am doing the DM thing. So tune in for that. And then Wednesday, we should be back for Threads of War, as long as some asshole doesn't fall asleep. because that's super unfortunate if somebody were to do that.
A second time in a row.
It's not the second time in a row.
It would be if you did it this week.
It would be if I did it this week. I fell asleep last night because we were supposed to start at 7:30, and then all of a sudden Danielle was like, "Oh, make it 8," and I was like, "Oh, that's okay. I'll just sit here and watch something on YouTube." And then the next thing you knew, it was like 10:45 or 10:30, whatever, and I was waking up and I said shit, and I had like 8 million text messages. Not really, I had like 8, but still. Point is, I'm sorry, that was my bad. Well, you know what? I legitimately do have insomnia, so if I
And
fall
you were
asleep
giving
like that,
me
I
grief
need
for being
to
a
sleep,
half hour
so-
late.
Yeah,
what?
that's why we didn't. once
Dude,
we
it
told-
was one time.
Yeah, Jason, you tell him.
It was
tell
one
him.
time, and I apologized very much for it. But my wife makes the good point of because I am a legitimate insomniac, when I can get sleep, she lets me have it because it does not happen on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's why when she checked on you and messaged me that you were asleep, I was like, okay, let him sleep. Just draw on his face. But she said no to that, and that made me sad.
She did not.
Stack things
So-
on him.
Point is, we will be back here tomorrow and on Wednesday on our standard time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern or Central rather, 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 Eastern. Thursday
Cares about Easter.
still seems to be back up and running. So I think we are actually going to have the Talkwork Nexus on Thursday. Yes.
That is the plan, but I'm still working on the details of what's exactly going on there.
All right. Well, I'm available this week if you want me. So
I suggest talking about dice.
say what?
I suggest we talk about dice.
Talk about dice because I want to show mine off.
Well, I mean, everyone does.
So
Would you like
anyway,
to-
so yes, we will be back with the Talkwork Nexus on Thursday. Friday, is Univross's Worm still happening, or are you guys doing something new?
We're in essence doing it's Unifrost's Worm, but revamped. We're doing not back to the past because we're doing a new party, but back in like Unifrost's time, so not thousands of years in the future where the original party is, but like back when Unifrost first finished the magic of his dungeon. So it's the same basic campaign, more or less, people banding together to try and stop Unifrost.
All right,
People who know each other tangentially coming together.
it's good.
Hmm.
And I have stepped back from that one because I just have too much stuff going on. So I'm letting them have fun with that, and I am taking a much needed breather, which I don't feel bad about because it's good to have healthy boundaries that way and not push yourself to the point of exhaustion. So yay, I'm growing. Look at me go.
Hooray.
Right? Maturity. Better late than never.
Like
Oh, that's a strong word. Minor points of maturity. Maturity in moments. I'll take it. All right. So then we will be back here 1 week from today with Uncharted, which is also going to be fun because we got some stuff going on with there as the party figures out what's going on there too. So, it's all good.
Xavier is gatekeeping book access, and Kina's
Say
not.
what?
Xavier is gatekeeping book access, and Kina's not happy about it.
You just got given access to a 3-story library.
Yeah, and he's trying to tell her she's not allowed to read anything without his permission.
No, she took one book, and that was for a very specific reason. But
yeah, no,
anyway,
but his
if you
words.
guys want to know more about what that's about, tune in next Monday. But anyway, with that, I do think we are going to go ahead and call it a night. Unless anybody else has anything that they want to share. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Here we go. All right. So with that, we will say good night. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Oh, look at that. We got our once a stream thing saying, here goes your best viewers on Streambo, whatever. Boo, report that. Sorry, that just came in here at the end. Anywho, point is, good night. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next time here on the Clockwork Nexus. Good night, everybody.
Bye.